Learn the basics to write great content for legitimate online businesses. People who read stuff online are very different from those who read magazines or the newspaper. The reason for this is that the person who visits your website is there because they are either looking for answers to questions that they may have, or they are looking for a product or something that will improve their daily lives. The point is that your website visitor is a unique type of reader, and this means that your job is to grab their attention in such a way that they feel compelled to take action. Here are 3 of the basics that you need to follow if you want to write online content that will build successful legitimate online businesses. Point 1. Have a strong start. It is important that your content begins strong and grabs the attention of your reader immediately. You have just a few seconds to get that visitor hooked and want to go on reading before the urge to surf away to the next site takes hold. So, keeping this in mind, your headline should be designed to capture the reader's attention and make them want to find out more. There are 2 methods that you can use to write attention-getting headlines. The first one is by appealing to the reader's interest in themselves, and the other is how it can improve their lives on a daily basis. In other words, it needs to point to either solving a problem for them or improving their lives in some way. This will make them want to go on reading. For example, a headline that says, "Discover 5 ways to make more money," they immediately know that this is the benefit they will gain by continuing to read. Point 2. It needs to happen now. People who read online are all about what will happen right now, and the importance here is to speak with an active voice instead of a passive one if you want to keep your readers engaged. Keep passive sentences to a bare minimum, as this will distance them from what you are writing about. Also keep in mind that the internet is a pretty informal place, and it is fine to use contractions and start sentences with "and." In fact, the more your writing style is like speaking, the better your chances of keeping your reader engaged. Point 3. When writing online, there are some things that just don't work that will work very well in offline writing and in offline advertising. You must forget about using cliches or being subtle, and whatever you do, don't try to be too clever. Sarcasm does not work when writing online, as the reader cannot share your tone of voice and will not automatically understand that you are being sarcastic. It is not always easy to avoid using cliches, but do your level best to avoid them as much as possible. People who read online tend to feel a connection between themselves and the writer, unlike magazine readers, and the main reason for this is that the internet is becoming much more of a social medium. By keeping these 3 basics in mind, and by just being direct and giving the readers what they want, you will find many more people wanting to read and connect with you because they like your content and can find the answers they are looking for. And the biggest point of all is that the more people who read your content and come back for more, the better your legitimate online business's success rate will be.